What is going on, Wolfpack? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy King David. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout out to my new subscribers, old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Let's go. Hey, look, y'all. These women out here are they will drag you. They will drag you into sass. Let me turn this music down a little bit. I was jamming out like I always do before I get started. But listen, Six the Goddess, I think that's her name. Six the Goddess came up with that. You know, so shout out to her. I always give credit where credit is due. I don't ever take from people. But if it's something dope, I'm going to make sure I say it. You know, she said that. She said women are like alligators. They drag you out into the deep waters. They drag you into sass. Do you know what she means by that? What she means is a woman will drag you into arguing with a woman. And when women are arguing, they like to be real catty and do little sassy things. And what she's saying is a woman will try to drag you into that sass, you know, so you can be sassy with her, so she can turn around and say, ooh, you sassy, you know. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to her for that saying. But look, we're getting our passports. We're going overseas. Y'all know how we're doing right now. We're not playing around. I'll go ahead and reiterate the plot to go overseas, man, with a couple videos I have on my TikTok. I'm going to start doing things differently and mixing it up, you guys. I'm trying to keep things fresh for you guys as well as for myself. I like to, you know, just play around with stuff, mix things up. You know, it's not that serious. So, you know, we got to have a little bit of fun. But with no further ado, let's get right into these videos.
Why a man who's truly secure won't chase women, and I'll tell you why. Let's get into it. Number one, if he's truly this type of guy, he ain't gonna have an issue with women. Women love us, a confident man. Y'all, when a man is secure, he's good with being on his own. I think a lot of people just try to fill in the space because they dislike being alone. Which, y'all, if you don't like your own company, that's a red flag. This type of guy doesn't mind his own company. He doesn't need you. He may want you, but he don't need you. And because he doesn't need you, he ain't gonna chase you. Which to me, ladies, is a strength, honestly. Because you want a man who is secure enough and disciplined enough to be able to say no to what he knows isn't for him, no matter what mood he's in or how good it looks. Not a man who's willing to say yes to low-hanging fruit in order to fill that void within himself and continue to distract himself on the work he needs to be doing. I know we may have been taught to go for the guy that's chasing us and trying to get us to like him, but riddle me this. Why would a man who truly knows his value do that? Why a man who's true?
Listen to what she said. You know what I mean? Let me turn this music down a little bit more. But just like she said, a man of worth and value and knows his worth and value will not be out here chasing women. And do you really want a man of means that's out here chasing other women? Think about it. But I'll keep the videos rolling. I know you guys don't
Why do women want to be men? I think men have to go out and conquer and take on the world, going to work. They have to be the employee, doing this. They have to be the friend, the brother, the son, the this. Men take on a lot. I want my husband to come home and feel like Superman and take his cape off.
Yes.
And I want him to be at ease. I think when a man comes home to his woman, he should, like, that should be his sanctuary. That should be his peace.
That's a fact.
And women want to cook your own dinner. Women don't realize the power that they have in their femininity.
Oh, that femininity is a superpower. This is what women don't understand. Like she said, a man that would die for you, that take care of you, that we're not just talking about any random man on the street, right? Why would you not want to submit? You submitting is gonna make your life easier. Make his life easier, he's gonna make your life easier. You make his life harder, he gonna make your life harder. It's power in submitting. You can control a man through submission. Don't realize it. I don't understand how y'all not seeing that.
I had that conversation multiple times, you guys. We spoke about this. You know, if women are relaxing in their femininity, then there's power in that. Because like I've told y'all before, my mother didn't have to say much, and my dad didn't want to piss my mom off. Even though my dad's a Sagittarius, he's, what I mean, like me, except he was like 6'2" or 6'1", something like that. So, or is, he's still here. So, what I mean, there's a lot of strength in femininity, but a lot of women think that they have to be tough and hardened, and basking in masculinity because they've gotten confused. They've taken on the role that they want in a man while still wanting that man that has that kind of role mentality. It's not going to work. Let's keep it going.
Some of the most successful women are single. Not only are they single, they are convincing other women to be single because they are miserable. They're crying, they're depressed, they're lonely, they're unfulfilled. And I think that a lot of women don't respect the fact that there is women who are calling things out because we don't want to see you alone. We actually don't want to see you miserable. I don't want to see you twiddling your thumbs, crying at night to the pillow. Because there's nobody there that's going to hold you or console you or support you, because everybody told you that you're supposed to be chasing all of these different goals and things, and it's still not enough for you. But all the control, all the boss chick, all chasing the bag, decentering men, when we look and we see the caliber of women nowadays who are following all of these narratives, I have not seen one that is happy. I have not seen one that's in a successful relationship. Haven't seen it. Some of the most successful women are single.
I don't think any lie was told. Listen, they're successful in career, but they're not successful in life and the way that other women judge successful women in life traditionally. So they can try to gaslight with this whole new modern twist on being leftovers, but leftovers are leftovers, and it don't matter where you go in any country, continent, any woman group or whatever. A lot of women judge success on the family that they build, because that's like one of the things that women do build is the family, right? Having the kids and keeping everything together, and in the background and stuff like that. So that's something they can develop pride in. But the new modern woman is telling you to develop pride in the things that men develop pride in, which are just like building a business and legacy and money. That's what we find valuable. It shouldn't be what women find valuable. But let's continue.
You didn't. Why you pop yours? You ain't fucking with me?
Personally, you talk like my little brother.
Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead. Go on back.
I had to slide this clip in here because, listen, this is what a lot of women do, especially like black women in America. No offense, not all, but it's the tendency to try to judge us based off of how we look and how we sound, right? He's getting judged based off of sounding kind of hood, I think he's from Chicago or whatever. And I'm not going to sit here and say all Chicago women are like this, because if y'all don't know, I got a thing for Chicago women. I had this one chick, I told you when I was younger, man, I was like in my early 20s. I think she was in her mid 30s. She might have been later than that. She was a black woman, so who knows? And this Chicago chick, Tamika. She taught me a lot. She tried to trick me into getting her pregnant, talking about, my tubes are tied. She used to call me her little usher. You my little usher. Anyway, man, I got a thing for Chicago chicks, man. But anyway, he's getting judged by being kind of hood. But, guys like me get judged for being, a little bit nerdy, being ourselves. I've been told by black women before. This is when I was younger in the military. And, I got a thing for, like, dark-skinned black women. So I be trying to talk to them, and they'll be like, oh, you look the kind of black guy that likes white girls. And you be like, what? Like, what does that mean? So I'll be like, what do you mean, like a cultured black dude? Like the kind of black guy that attracts all women? Oh, and then they just start, you're projecting onto me. You're trying to say I'm not really your type because I don't move with a certain kind of swag, riz, whatever, right? Oh, okay, got it. You're shooting yourself in your own foot, because even though Tamika was straight from the streets of Chicago, she seen potential. Now, she tried to get me to get her pregnant or whatever, but I was a swifty kid. Even at a young age, I was just like, in and out, throat babies, you know what I mean? But listen, she tried, doesn't work on me or whatever, because got in touch with her later on, years later, and she had some kids. And I was like, you told me that you're two? And she was like, I lied to you. I was like, I knew you did. I knew you did. You know? And she was like, but she was gorgeous. She was like light skinned. She had like green eyes or hazel eyes. Might have been like green eyes. You know what I'm saying? But man, she's the one that got me on to making sure women bathe a lot, because she used to like be in a tub all the time. I call her up, she'd be in a tub. Anyway, listen, I said all that to say this, that a lot of black women judge black men by how we sound and the perceived stereotype based off of that, instead of getting to know us. And other women are willing to get to know us. They don't really care about how we sound or whatever, right? They just look at the kind of man that we are and how we move. But, you know, black women want to have a certain kind of guy that sounds like Future, you know, move like us, like a Sigma or whatever, and have a bunch of money already stacked up like a millionaire, like 50 Cent. And then also want just one woman and be loyal. This Tyrone ain't never been made yet. Oh yeah, 6'4", 240 pounds, 10 to 12 inches of dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious, man. They want all this. But anyway, let's continue.
I'm 26.
Okay.
And you talk like my little brother. I feel like I'm talking to my little Chicago as well.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Yeah, you're very gorgeous though, but I don't like.
Because she, and also that flattery and then insult afterwards, don't fall for it. But because she can code switch and she's not proud, because I guarantee when she's around her people, she don't talk like that. She's code switching right now, and since he's not code switching, he's being authentically his Chi-Town, I don't think it like that, Chicago self, then it's a problem. Nah, man, be your authentic self. You don't talk like that around your family get-togethers. Come on now.
I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably.
You see what she did? Now, all this wasn't necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward because I don't, you done seen this clip plenty of times, but I got plenty of clips coming. But the way that she felt like she needed to use this opportunity to tear this man down for no reason other than she's been around guys like this and she feel like she got him pegged, and she really don't. You know what I'm saying? But she thought that she could go ahead and use this opportunity to shame this man like a lot of American women, specifically American black women, like to do, because they're around the same age range. So she thought she could just, based off the way he looked and sound a little bit, that she could go ahead and peg him, even though this man has a degree or whatever and he's doing pretty well. She thought she had him.
Nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it.
Also,
I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have
considered
the hat
a
on?
fake briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair
or
done.
something.
It's done. It's
So
done.
why
done.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I want.
Do you see what she's doing? Like you said,
These men that y'all keep bumping into who ain't shit, have y'all ever stopped?
You didn't. Why you pop yours? You ain't.
What is a fake briefcase? That's gaslighting. She just wanted to make it sound good. What's a fake briefcase? And then she said, oh, you're trying to cover up your hair. This thing about making an assumption that our hair ain't done or we don't have hair because we have it covered, that's because you want to see it. And you think he should have it out. Just because you think he should have it out doesn't mean he should have it out. He can do what he wants. They don't understand that. They think you should move and look the way they want you to. You know what? Let me go ahead and keep this video moving before we're here.
Fuck with me.
Personally, you talk like my little brother.
Oh.
Respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So.
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
You sound like him though.
That's
So
because we
talking-
from the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak.
This is gaslighting, and I believe she just wants to be seen for whatever, I don't know what kind of platform she has or whatever. But anyway, this kind of person, he's handling it very well. For a young guy, he is on point, dude. Shout out to the young dudes. But this woman is trash, and I don't want to listen to her anymore. Let's continue.
These men that y'all keep bumping into who ain't shit, have y'all ever stopped to think that maybe you ain't shit either? Have you ever stopped to think that maybe you're attracting the very type of man that you deserve? Maybe he's simply just the male version of you. See, but y'all don't want to hear that. See, because it's easier to just play the blame game. It's easier to just point the finger and be like, well, the issues in my love life is because men ain't shit. Because there are good men out there, but what y'all don't understand is that good men have standards. And a lot of women, especially women of this generation, y'all have this sense of entitlement where y'all feel like just because you're the woman, you're the prize. You think that just because you have a vagina, that you don't have to bring any other value into the relationship, and that's not how it works. You're not going to attract good men because you're not a good woman. And y'all don't like hearing that because it forces you to have to take accountability, and y'all don't like doing that. Y'all be having this long ass list that look like a damn CVS receipt of qualities that you want men to bring to the table, but your list of qualities as a woman could fit on a damn sticky note. Y'all sit back and question why you can't find a good man, and you scream and holler how men ain't shit. Baby doll, you ain't shit either. Fix that first. Then maybe you can find you a good man. These men that
women are like alligators. They're never going to fight you on land. They're always going to drag you into sass, drag you into verbal back and forth, hitting below the belt. That is always how they're going to operate. So what the alligator does is it takes its prey, and its goal is to drag you into the water where it flourishes, so it can drown you first, then eat you. Masculine men don't need to sass and go back with women. The only thing that he needs is to give you his absence. You're gonna feel his absence more than you feel any back and forth with him. That explains why men are sleeping with y'all and never calling y'all again. For a man to sleep with you and be like, oh, got that done, I never want to do that again, is wild behavior. But now I see why. Because y'all going to these men, policing them. Why do you read like that? Why are you wearing that? Why is your hair girl? Ooh, y'all gotta stop doing this. Women are
drag you into sass, right? And like she said, now listen, what we do, we just walk away from it, right? And shut it down. But here's the thing, right? When we walk away and we block, they're calling that sassy behavior as well. You can't win for losing. They want you to sit there and take the verbal lashing, tongue lashing, right? And then whenever you go back and forth with them, then instead of it just being them being sassy and you mirroring the energy or whatever, then it's you being sassy. And then if you block them and not do any of it, then you're being sassy for blocking them. So, you know, gentlemen, handle the situations as you see fit. Let's continue.
never say no to a man based off of the car, based off of the look. You don't know who that man is. You don't know what his capabilities are. A man try to talk to you.
And this woman is fine, and I think she's single, like is it not married, but yeah, she does have her little things that she say about men, but all women do, right? Man, you ain't gonna sit there and say she ain't fine.
Talk to you and you don't like what he have on, or you don't like his shoes, and you just blow him off. That is the number one thing present day that keeps women single. It is nothing else. It is not women's looks. It's not the attitude. The number one thing is when you are single, any man that is respectful and shows interest, you should be at least giving it a chance to inquire about what it could be. But y'all shut things down based upon you don't like the height, you don't like the look, you don't like the car, and that's what messed you up. You don't know who you just said no to. Then y'all have the audacity to tell us that there is a sassy nigga apocalypse, yet you don't give a man a chance unless he took longer to put his outfit together than you did. Self-sabotage. Why? For superficial, egotistical aesthetics? I mean, it makes no sense. Never.
She's right about that. Shout out to Six the Goddess. She is definitely covering the sassy apocalypse portion of what's going on right now in society. But she hasn't missed a lick, so shout out to her for covering this and putting these women in their place. But you heard what she said. I got too many videos left. I got to keep it trucking.
A woman's value that she adds to a man is something that you cannot even put a price on, baby. It is something that you cannot even look at the amount, because guess what? What we're doing is we're elevating you and we're growing you in a way that you could not even imagine. Why do you think that all the politicians are married? I built every single man up that I've ever been with, baby.
All right.
When they
First of all, politicians are married because it's a good aesthetic to have whenever you're running for office, to be a married person instead of being single. It's you know, 101. You know what I'm saying? So to use that, as a way to try to gaslight the situation. They do it for the aesthetic. Anyway, it's the aesthetic. People are more comfortable seeing a married couple. Traditional people especially. Conservatives.
They leave me there in a much better position than when they got with me, and that's a fact.
The very last man you was with, how long was that relationship?
3.5 years.
When you met him, was he a millionaire?
No.
When you left him, was he a millionaire?
No.
You ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of these women talk about what they could do for a man and how good they are. Y'all ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of y'all have an overinflated ego. You're not bringing nothing to the table but problems, attitude, and taint, tarnished, and zesty coochie. So check your attitude. No, check your attitude. Because y'all are not all that.
I'm done.
A woman's value that she adds to a man.
A lot of y'all have an overinflated ego. You're not bringing nothing to the table but problems, attitude, and taint, tarnished, and zesty coochie. So check your attitude. No, check your attitude. Right, because y'all are not all that.
Taint, tarnished, and zesty coochie. I told y'all. I told you the coochie be musty. Bruh said it be zesty. Hey, bro took that word and put it where it needs to apply. I'm gonna have to use that. Shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? This podcast. Take it down. Alright, man, let's continue, man. Oh man, my people, dude. Y'all black folks, man.
Punani is so cheap these days. You buy a girl a dinner, fine, you got it. Pay for a few groceries and you're good to go. Your average woman right now will give it up for paying the phone bill. We have pushed culture to the point where Punani is cheap. You do any little favor for a woman these days, throw her a few coins, yeah, she's giving it up. So after that, then what? What are Western women offering men that he cannot outsource? Back in the day, women used to hold the punani. She knew that the man wanted her. She used to hold on to it till it was just priceless to the man. But now, so what is it that a man is getting? What is it that she can do any different from any other woman? So even though a lot of these modern women are throwing it out there, they will still lie to create the illusion. The illusion is priceless. Punani is so cheap these days.
You heard what the man said. I mean, just throwing it out there. Y'all be wondering why nobody want to do the relationship thing. Why should they? You're just throwing it out there. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Dudes just doing what they do. Next video.
I gotta always.
Oh, sorry, y'all. One of my nerding out videos. I think we are here.
Men don't want a strong, masculine, dominant woman, a woman that studied this and had this degree. We don't care about that. We don't look for that in a woman. So you're trying to about that. No. Listen, men in general do not care about this. Men just have a natural proclivity for a feminine, soft, submissive woman. And the highest probability of getting that is normally a younger person because they've experienced less. That's just the facts. The more you experience, the more you go through in life, the more you had, the more trauma you've been through, the more baggage you will bring to that man. So guess what? Listen, since the probability is higher that a younger girl been through less, most men are attracted to less because we don't care about all of your accomplishments and the goals that you're going through. Because even when we get into a relationship, my money is your money and your money is your money. So what the freak? Why do I care about your accomplishments and the things that you're doing? I want a woman to be soft, feminine, submissive, and be a cheerleader and follow my lead. Men.
Shout out to the Fugazi podcast. Absolutely. Hey, you see that what she was doing, interrupting all that? I wonder why. She was not fit. She was not friendly, and was not going to add to nobody's peace. These women, they don't have no answer to what we're asking them, so they just want to argue. You know what I mean? Going against everything that we're saying.
These new women, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do nothing.
They just want to put their lashes on, get them lace fronts, look fly, do all of that stuff, but they know nothing about keeping a home. They know nothing about rearing children outside of dressing them up cute and putting them on Instagram dancing. Like, what do you know about being a mother? And it goes back to these independent women from the 80s and the 90s that did not teach their daughters how to be wives. We are the only culture that does not teach our daughters to be wives. We teach our daughters to be independent women. We teach them how to be boss chicks. We teach them how to be everything else but a wife and a mother. These new women, they don't cook. They don't cook.
I think she said it best. So, you know, while y'all out here blaming the men that you choose in the relationships that don't work, you should blame your mothers and your grandmothers for setting you up for failure.
Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on.
Let her finish.
But as for this conversation, I will admit I am one of the few people who did not know who Simone Biles was until this situation. However, I want to say something, and I know some of y'all might feel away, get mad at me. Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
You're
because
finished.
Let me finish. Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can. Men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. His manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers, it's always been since the beginning of time, women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept, but at the same time, they're going to accept, like back in the traditional days, that as long as the house is taken care of and he pays all the bills, he can have those 2-3 families up the street. You know what I'm saying? Men have always been the prize. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date and to court and to marry, because I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing. And if you have sons, nephews, whatever the godchildren, you should not ever tell your son, oh, she is a. Do you guys see what type of young girls are being raised? So you're telling these young girls that they're a prize over the son that you're putting your time, that you're actually the man who's supposed to be the provider that you guys are looking for, the man who's supposed to be the protector that you guys are looking for, and you just want to sit back and live a soft life. He's not the prize. That will never make sense to me. And I'll leave it there and let you guys.
You heard what she said. You heard what she said. Ooh. Oh, did too much. Accidentally clicked the button. You know what I'm saying? The men are the prize. You know what I mean? The men are the prize. And there's nothing else that needs to be said on that. You know, look, you guys, I'm gonna keep dropping these videos. I'm liking this pre-record thing. It's fun. I missed the live streaming, but we're doing the live streams every day, you guys. I appreciate y'all joining the lives. Members, I'll have more videos coming soon. We'll also start doing member live streams. You guys don't want to miss that. I'll probably start doing that throughout the day sometime after one of my workouts. I'll set up the office or whatever, and we'll do a members live stream, however that works. But listen, y'all, they're out here, they're upset. You're the prize. And you know, right now they're fumbling the bag, and the women overseas are picking it up. You know what I'm saying? Picking us up like it's nothing. So listen, I appreciate y'all. Smash that like button. Smash that like button like you're smashing some cheeks fresh off semen retention. Okay, I appreciate it. Drop a comment whether you like it or not, the video or not. You can drop your comment. I'm not going to argue with you, but I will like and heart it. You know what I'm saying? And also share the video however you can on any platform you can. I appreciate you guys. Remember, I'm your brother, and I love you.